make an early statement, take the opening kickoff, and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, Abel.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He
makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Martin will throw it. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Fresno State will have to punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out and
breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. This time he wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 kicks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
They'll give it to Parker. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Martin back to pass. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but it makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. This time he wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 45 on his way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. It's Valentine. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff for Parker. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Martin will throw it. Under fire. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Martin back to pass. Finds his tight end.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead point.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This time he wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Hands it off. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Fresno State, 3.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. Martin will throw it. Pulls it in. It's McClain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Going long. He's got it down the right side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge.
Touchdown, Bulldog! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. We talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10.
Fresno State, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sure hands, it's Beverly. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He rifles one deep down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington State going back to work on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads it left. It's caught. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 14 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Jayhawks sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game in Fresno. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. And relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback running on the draw. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and 4. Martin back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Washington State. Special teams proving to be special.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense is so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Fresno State will have to punt.
On to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense... shot. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He leaves it with the back. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Dean. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him! Oh, and He took a shot as he threw that one away. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Release to the back. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Wayshawn one more time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 12. 19-yard line. On the move. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They go back to work in the final period of this one. to the ground with the back. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The run inside. It's Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they offense working from the pistol. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll try the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11th. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the... seven. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got a little space. Picks up the 1st down. And there was lots of space as he... to the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line. Good enough.
And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now on the option. Now the toss. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Line getting set on 2nd down. The running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Punch it out of the air. Really nice pickup. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's the handoff. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Martin will throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the lone running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Cougars. They take the lead here in overtime.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Martin back to pass. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown Bulldogs! Got it in the end zone for the tie, and they can win it with the extra point.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The extra point for the win. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.